Well, this is not actually an art project. It's actually the name change of 3 artists. It's an administrative fact, an administrative praxis to change the name. So me and other 2 artists in Slovenia in 2007, we changed our name officially into the name of Janez Janša. No, we did this, we changed our name. I changed my name for personal reason, and as far as I know, my friends did the same for personal reasons, so I don't know exactly what's behind their decision. I can speak for myself. Since other 2 artists did it, we came to a multiplication of that name, but that's it. There was basically the achievement was the multiplication in itself. For me, it's always a pleasure when somebody invites me and asks to tell them a story related to the work I do. Zdenka Badovinac claimed that she can say that it's an art object. The court assessor said, I cannot say whether this is an art object or not, but I can say how much is the value of this identity card and this passport. The third letter is the letter we wrote to Danilo Turk, the President of the Republic of Slovenia, asking him, basically, I think I have it here, okay, I'm gonna have the program read it for you. So let's listen what this letter is all about.
Subject matter: request to issue temporary personal documents. Dear Mr. President, the renowned international festival Steirische Herbst, which takes place in Graz, Austria, every year, has invited us to take part in the festival this year with an independent exhibition entitled Readymade, curated by Ms. Zdenka Badovinac, director of Moderne Gallery, Museum of Modern Art, Ljubljana. In the exhibition, which will be on display between 4 and 25th of October 2008 at the Forum Stadtpark in Graz, we are going to exhibit our personal documents and other works of art. Since our documents are public documents as well as works of art, please find enclosed expert opinions by the director of Moderne Gallery Ljubljana and a certified court assessor and expert for the field of art, also from Ljubljana. Janez Janša duly lodged an application with the appropriate administrative unit to issue temporary personal documents. The administrative unit rejected the application. See attachment. As we are not aware of any other way of acquiring substitute documents, which would enable us to exercise, for the duration of the exhibition, where our documents will be exhibited as works of art, our constitutionally guaranteed human rights and basic freedoms, in particular freedom of movement, Article 32, freedom of speech, Article 29, and freedom of artistic expression, Article 59. We are contacting you to request that temporary personal documents be issued. We hope that you will respond to our request soon. Sincerely, Janez Janša, Janez Janša, Janez Janša.
If we display our identity card in the exhibition space for 3 weeks, for that 3 weeks we will not have those documents with us. And in this exhibition there were all our documents, from the driving license to the health insurance card to, of course, the passport and the identity cards. Meaning that for 3 weeks we were completely without documents. We couldn't legitimate ourselves in front of policemen, we couldn't go to the doctor, we couldn't drive a car, and so on. That's why we wrote this letter to the president of the country, asking basically to receive temporarily valid documents for the period of the exhibition. The object, when it's taken from its original context and then it's placed into the art context, normally it doesn't come back to the original context. As soon as you have the seal of art, that is something artistic, you know, it has such a value, it will never go back, you will never install the fountain of Duchamp back to the toilet or to the shop where Duchamp take it from or whatever. because it gets this time. But these documents are going constantly far and forward and backwards. They have been exhibited, but immediately after they came back to their original state of being administrative documents. Actually, what I'm saying is a mistake, because they never stop being administrative documents. So they always have this kind of tension in themselves. Then one of the Janez Janša decided at the beginning of last year, 2009, to change his name back to Žiga. So there was a big issue here around making or not making a hole into those documents. We went to the office, all three together. He gave back the document. He said he wants to come to change his name back. The officer said, okay, no problem. We are going to invalidate the documents, making a hole, and then you will get new documents. But then immediately we took out all the certificates we got from Zdenka Vodovina, saying this is a piece of art, from the court assessors stating how much is valid this piece of art. We had the catalog and the book named Readymade, published for an exhibition, proving that these pieces were exhibited, and this also makes them more and more pieces of art. So our idea was to donate to the Ministry of Internal Affairs this document in the frame we used for the exhibition. This frame would be sealed with cera laca, I don't know, so you cannot open it. But basically, we donate it and they would become part of their possible future collection of contemporary art. So they will be kept there at the Ministry of Internal Affairs, which is the best and more sure place to keep a document that you don't want me to use anymore. I would like to show you here that I have double citizenship. And now, in my Slovenian passport, I have the name Janez Janša, and on my Italian passport, I have the name Davide Grassi, and those passports are both still valid. So, it's not that one is expired and one is not. They are both valid, and they are both, each one on different name. Isn't this a great paradox in the era of fight against terrorism and general paranoia and this kind of thing?